should have thanked the foot. No disease, just enthusiasm. Ears of iron. I died just before payday. In my defense, I stole only the good part.
Ever wished you could ask your favorite character absolutely anything? The weird questions, so you can discover who they really are.
Messy enough to keep the Forger employed. I crossed out, rewrote, groaned at the ceiling like everyone else. I just buried my mistakes so well, people wrote fiction about it. And speaking of employment, ask me how mine ended. With remarkable precision. I begged for my freedom for years. They answered with a boot. That kick launched the decade everyone remembers me for. I should have thanked the foot. You frame it, then you panic quietly. I dedicated 6 quartets to him. 6, because one sentence from Haydn outweighed 6 months of applause. Praise from your hero isn't a gift, repaying it, it's a debt. That the genius had homework. I walked in knowing everything and walked out knowing half. My wife fell in love with those old fugues and demanded I write my own. The forgotten dead retrained me and Contenze superfied. Red-handed, and he reminded everyone for 30 years. In my defense, I stole only the good part. Insulting a man, then quoting him, admittedly poor manners, but poor manners ran in my family. Wait until you read our letters. Fully committed. The doctors checked. Verdict, no disease, just enthusiasm. My own mother wrote the same jokes. It was practically a family recipe. People wanted the genius to be dignified. The genius wanted to make his cousin laugh. Same room, different shelf. Laughing at life and befriending death are one skill, refusing to flinch. Once death stopped scaring me, I could finally work in peace. Though I'll confess, my finances frightened me far more. A virtuoso of spending, billiards, fashion, a fine apartment. I lived like the nobility who applauded me. My only real error was timing. I died just before payday. Typical. I was regrettably preoccupied at the time. Something vicious swept Vienna that winter, and I lost the argument. No conspiracy, just biology, which never respects genius. Because sounding bad correctly is the hardest job in music. Every wrong note is placed with surgical love. It's a comedy and the instruments tell the jokes, and a warning to certain colleagues. I know exactly what you're doing. I bought the bird after writing the theme, allegedly. He sang it back with one note changed, and honestly, his version had charm. I wrote that was beautiful in my ledger. My finest critic cost me 34 kreutzer. Both, professionally. Those dissonances were deliberate, little darkness before the sunrise, so the sunrise earns it. They trusted the printing press over their own ears for 40 years. Neither. He reviewed the ears in the room. I wrote for ears not yet born. Everything overwhelming becomes obvious eventually. My job was never to match the audience's taste. It was to arrive first and wait for them. As a compliment, beautifully. You don't insult what bores you, you insult what frightens you. Ears of iron. I'd have engraved it on my calling cards. The cruelest reviews and the highest praise in one source. No. And I benefited from the unfairness, which is worse. She read music before I could read words. The world chose me for reasons that had nothing to do with talent. I carried name forward. Eventually, Papa called it trusting Providence. Providence took my sight for 9 days and left receipts on my face. It taught me the one lesson talent cannot unlearn. Luck doesn't take requests. Not even from prodigies. Strangely, the whole world hums my melodies, and not one face in it resembles mine. But bloodlines fade in 3 generations. A good tune doesn't. If I could keep only one going, I chose correctly. Songs are better company. The entire trick. Delight the scholar, delight the stranger, and do not write for the critics. I wrote for everyone in the room. The room remembered me. The critics needed 40 years to catch up. Liver dumplings with sauerkraut. I begged Constantine for exactly that in my letters, so this isn't even a hard question. A roast capon, black coffee pucked, far too much punch. History already turned me into candy and never paid me a kutzer for it.